Hello Game Boys and Game Girls, I'm the Game Boy Guru, and welcome to the October 2018 RF Generation Shmup Club announcement. As you've probably already seen in the video title and in the picture, we are talking about 1942, and that's what we're going to be playing during the month of October 2018. Now there are multiple versions that we're going to be looking at. There are tons of ports that came out on various microcomputers during the 1980s. Everyone is probably aware of the NES port of the game, which is quite famous, partially I think because of the somewhat dodgy sound effects. So that is definitely a version we'll be looking at. We'll also be playing several arcade ports and conversions, such as Capcom Generations Volume 1 on the Sega Saturn, and there's an equivalent package on the PlayStation. This, of course, has 1942, 1943, and 1943 Kai, but this is an arcade port. There are also arcade ports available on the Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1, that is on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the arcade version was also ported to the Wii Virtual Console back in the day. So if you still have money on your account, you can still buy that. And then, of course, on the PSP, the Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded has some of the earlier Capcom arcade games, including 1942 and 1943. So this is a cool option because you actually, instead of holding the PSP horizontally like you normally would, it actually flips the screen for you so that you get the full benefit of seeing the game in that kind of, rather than 4:3, a 3:4 aspect ratio where the monitor is turned on its side, just like in the arcade. And so you play with your finger on the D-pad at the bottom and then use the buttons at the top. Several of the vertically oriented games in this and the other Capcom collection for PSP do that, which I think is a neat feature. So 1942, a classic from Capcom, one of their earliest shooters, not their first, but one of their earliest, and certainly a very influential game, given the fact that it spawned a multitude of sequels across more than a decade. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Make sure you, if you're not a member already, go sign up at rfgeneration.com. We have a huge database there where you can track your game collection. There are forums where you can come and chat with us. We have an active Discord server that I'm on quite a bit of the time. So come and chat with me there. And again, in the community playthrough section, find the post for 1942 and come join in the fun. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button so that I know that you want to see more of these announcements, and so you can keep up with those. Also, feel free to subscribe if you like my content enough, and that way you'll hopefully get more notifications of this content as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at GameBoyGuru. I'll have a link in the description below to my blog where you can read all my Game Boy game reviews, those that I base my dramatic readings series of videos on. And also, I'll have a link to Nira and his channel. He provided the Super Mario Land overworld music that I use as the intro for all my videos, and he has a bunch of other great chiptune and game music covers there as well, so make sure you go check that out. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and game on.